Hello everyone and happy Monday. As always, I wanted to pop on and share some business tips with you this week. This week is something slightly different, so bear with me, but you'll find it just as useful as every other week. So we're now in February, which is a great month. We've got through January and we're getting towards kind of smashing those goals. But maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Maybe those goals that you set yourself in January seem that little bit further away. Maybe January was manic with clients, which is brilliant, but everything you need to do to grow has kind of been pushed to one side. Or maybe like me, you've had a lot of personal things going on, so those goals seem a bit less important now, but you still really want to achieve them. Or maybe you just feel overwhelmed. Maybe those goals seem so big that they seem so far away and you just want to get to them, but you're not quite sure how. Well, I want to tell you all this is normal in business. Whether you're in February, July, October, it's quite common to feel overwhelmed by your goals. But that's fine because there are some ways you can overcome this overwhelm and make sure that you do achieve the goals that you've set yourself. So this week, I want to share with you my tips for overcoming that overwhelm and give you some strategies that you can use, whether it's today, next week, whenever you need to, because you feel a little overwhelmed about this amazing business that you're growing. So my first tip is when you feel overwhelmed, take a day off. I know it seems counterintuitive, but we all know when we've got a problem, if you take a step away and come back to it, it seems a lot easier to solve. And it's the same with overwhelm. So if you can, give yourself a bit of a break, have a day doing something fun. I like to go and spend a day with my husband and Robert and just do something completely unbusiness related. Then the second thing you can do is revisit your why. Write down why you're in business, why you've started on this amazing and crazy journey, and what your big picture is. What are you going to do? How are you going to change people's lives? How are you going to change your lives? Revisit that why. Remind yourself why you're aiming for those amazing goals that you've set yourself. Then the third stage, and I'm sure you've done this, is write down your goals. Write down what you want to achieve in the next 12 months. Write down how many customers you want to help, how you want to grow, whether you want to open a new shop, whether you want to launch into a new product range, or what turnover you want to make or profit. And remember, when you're writing your goals, they're personal. Don't write what everyone else is doing in your industry. Write where you want to be in 12 months, because it's so easy to compare ourselves and our success to other people, but you're the only one living your life, you're the only one running your business, so you need to make it right for you. There's no point in getting swept up with everyone else. And if your goal is just to get 5 more customers, brilliant. If it's to get 100 or 1,000 more, again, brilliant. But just write down what you want to achieve, not what you feel you should, not what you feel everyone else is. What would make you happy for you to have achieved by the end of 2020. And then from your goals, you can work on the actual actions. Now, goals without actions are a bit like a chocolate teapot. They're absolutely pointless. You need to work out what actions you need to take to get those goals. And by breaking it down into almost baby steps. So, for example, if you want to attract more customers. Okay, so your first action you need to take is raise awareness. Okay, so how do you do this? Do you post on social media groups? Do you network? Do you get some speaking gigs? Do you feature on podcasts? So write down that, and then you go, okay, so I've got this, I've raised awareness, now I need to get customers' details. So how are you going to do that? Are you going to do a freebie? Are you going to do an email list? Are you just going to get them to join your Facebook page so you can share information? And then once you've got their details or a way of building a relationship with them, how are you going to sell to them? What offers are you going to send to them? What will interest them? Do you need to create a new marketing message? So simply break down your goals into achievable step-by-step actions that you can do. And then list what month you're going to do them in. So say we're in February, you want to attract more customers. So this month you may just focus on raising awareness and increasing your contacts, increasing the number of leads you've got. Absolutely fine. And then next month you might start to work out what offers you're going to give them and start to adapt what marketing messages you've got. So you can break it down into month by month things so it seems less frightening and less overwhelming. And don't forget to include crucial things such as invoices or payments that you've got to make in your month-by-month plan. And then my fifth step is you need to work out what promotional method you're going to use or what marketing you're going to do. So you need to base this decision on what your ideal client does. So go back to all that research, work out where they go, what they're interested in, where they are on social media, and choose the methods that are going to work for you and your client. Just some examples of marketing methods or promotional methods. You've got direct mail, direct messaging, social media, leaflet drops, advertising, videos, lives, PR, product placement, working with other companies, all those kind of things. And then write down your month, list all the days you've got in February, and write down what you're going to do to market your business every day. Now this can be as simple as I'm going to create a copy for a leaflet, or I'm going to go out there and do a live, or I'm going to book myself that speaking gig, or I'm going to book that networking event. But make sure you do one thing every day to market your business. And then you need to create a plan. So you need to write down daily 3 things that you're going to do that day. You need to try not to check your emails all the time. Try not to waste time on social media. Maybe say, okay, so these are my 3 things that I'm going to do tomorrow, and then I'm not going to check my emails till midday, and then I'm going to spend between 1 and 2 o'clock doing social media. Limit yourself, give yourself time blocking techniques. So literally just block out what you're going to do at what time. Now, of course, I know that doesn't always work and things have to change. But if you've worked out the 3 priorities you've got for that day, you can then know that those are what you've got to focus on. So if everything goes wrong or you get 100 emails with inquiries that you have to deal with straight away, that's fine. But you've got those 3 things that you need to do that day. And if you don't get them done, it's not a problem. You can just move on till tomorrow. So write down what you're going to do tomorrow and write down what time you're going to spend on emails, how long you're going to spend on social media, and make sure you stick to it. And then after a week, review how you've got on, because you'll be amazed how much you've achieved in that week once you've stopped wasting time, wasting energy on constantly checking emails. And you'll also start to see the results of that marketing that you're going to do every day. So those are some methods that I use to overcome overwhelm in business. So just to recap, you can take a day out. You can revisit your why, your big picture, why you're in business. You can create those goals and write them down. And then you can split them up into actions you need to take. And then you need to market yourself every day. Create a plan for tomorrow so that you know the top 3 things you need to achieve, when you're going to check your emails and when you're going to be on social media, and then review it after about a week or so and see how far you've got on. So this week's topic's all about overwhelm. If you've got any comments, share them on my Facebook group. I'd love to see how you deal with this in business. And as always, there's lots of hints and tips I'm going to share throughout the week. So please keep checking back. And I hope you have an amazing week. And I hope by the end of it, you're not feeling too overwhelmed. Take care. Bye.